Hello, Libra. Welcome to your weekly reading for January 22nd to the 29th. This is for Libra and Libra rising, and we are going to jump right into it because this is a loaded week. It is a powerful week. It's the most important week of the month, and there's a lot going on. I hope that you have your notebooks out. Now, if you felt winds of change, this week you are going to feel currents of change. That's how significantly powerful this week is. One of the reasons why is because over the weekend, the Sun and Pluto moved into Aquarius. There is a lot of energy around that. There is not one snooze button in this world that is going to be pressed. With everything else that's going on, this is going to be a big thing for you. One thing I want you to know is that Aquarius, Sun in Aquarius and Pluto in Aquarius does really well with you because you are a fellow air sign, as a Libra. And it is in your fifth house of pleasure, of love and romance, of creativity, of self-expression, recreation, of family, children. This is a big thing for you. There's going to be big focus on this for the next 20 years of your life, but we're just going to keep it to the next 4 weeks for now because, that's the Sun in Aquarius, bringing a lot of attention, drawing a lot of energy into those areas of your life. Now, what Aquarius, just a little reminder, Aquarius is a very, forward-thinking sign, a lot of mental activity, just like you with all that air activity. It is a sign known to be very innovative. It is, the sign that is also a little rebellious, a little, it is a sign of very independent as well. So, I always think of the song Dancing on My Own by Robin. It really is, at the end of the day, just really, really just future forward, okay? Just really, really thinking a little bit more about your future and marching to your own drumbeat. Now, so you're going to feel all those energies as we move through this week, but the first half of the week, the moon will be in Cancer. And so this is really amazing. The moon rules Cancer. So it's a nice feeling for the first few days, okay? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And so this is where you may feel heightened emotions, a lot of heightened emotional intelligence. Your intuition, that nurturing side of you will come out. You will feel it. This is pretty nice in a good way. And a lot of y'all, this is going to be in your house of career and fame and public recognition, honors, achievement. So a lot of y'all could be thinking about that as well. There may be a lot of work home balance for you this week, okay? And the reason why is because while the moon is in Cancer on the 23rd, you see we're only at Tuesday, there's already so much going on. On the 23rd, Venus moves into Capricorn. This is a big deal. We know Mars is in Capricorn, where it's exalted, and Mercury's in Capricorn. So now we have the stellium of inner planets bringing so much attention and focus and energy in your fourth house, home matters. A lot of y'all are thinking of moving. A lot of y'all are thinking of changing things up at home. A lot of y'all are having activities with, family and children, significant other. There's so much attention around here and a lot of energy around here. Now with Venus there, Venus is very unique in Capricorn. Okay, Venus, the planet of love, of money, of sex, of beauty. Being in a sign that's so long-term goals, okay? So that really is kind of the theme of this week with all this Capricorn energy for you, thinking about this long-term stability, this long-term goals, just long-term, just think long-terms when it comes to all this Capricorn activity in terms of home for you, Libra, okay? So there could be some shifts happening at home for you, and it's time to make, a little bit some decisions around that because with Venus going into Capricorn, it's, again, very unique placement. Venus, it's kind of like you being very practical, being grounded, being very pragmatic and disciplined in terms of your commitments to things, okay? Your commitments, even if it doesn't have to do with home. Just think about commitments, things that you're being committed to, things that you do want to take for the long haul. It really is what your heart desires. Remember, we're talking about Venus here, your ruling planet, okay? And so this is definitely going to have a really big impact on you, and you could find yourself building this new system for you moving forward. And I'm going to tell you why in a second, because we haven't even gone to the weekend. We are now coming to Thursday, where we have a full moon in Leo. Now, this is the fourth biggest thing that's happening this week. Full moon in Leo is going to be major for you, okay? Because this full moon in Leo, first of all, is very nice. I love moon in Leo. Very fun, very playful, very exciting, very, it's just a nice time. A lot of family and children energy around the full moon in Leo as well. Now, however, here's the thing about this full moon in Leo. It is going to be opposite the sun in Aquarius, squaring Jupiter. So what does this mean for you? Well, full moon in Leo happens to be in your 11th house of your friends, groups you belong to, organizations you belong to, even social media. And it's also your hopes and wishes and dreams and goals. And so remember, full moons bring culmination. There is possibly something that may be ending for you in these areas of your life. There could be something that you dreamed about. And around this time, you could be asking, because this full moon is so big and it is going to be opposite the sun and squaring Jupiter, there could be something where you're just like, is this something that I even want? Am I exerting a lot of energy into something that, isn't even on my wish list? Or is it time to end a chapter in something and start a new chapter? So it's not necessarily a bad full moon. It's a great full moon, okay? It's just the square and the opposition that comes with it where you may have to let something go. And remember, I said it's friendships. So, there could be something about friendships too. But again, I'm not even getting the energy. For some of y'all, sure, it may be just like a drifting apart. Again, remember, with all this activity in Capricorn, you could be moving and leaving a friend behind, right? So there's a lot of different factors that could play out here. But at the end of the day, I want you to be comfortable with what you know. You have to let go. Remember, full moons illuminate, all right? They illuminate. So something's got to go because it could be a draining time, okay? It could be a draining time. Now we get to Friday. Now we get to Friday where Uranus goes direct. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Another major aspect. Surprise, surprise. This is really big. Uranus going direct. This is a very strong direct motion. Okay. Uranus, the planet of surprises, the unexpected, breakthroughs, innovation, the ruling planet for Aquarius. Okay. So you now see we have this buildup happening in Aquarius. All right. So this is, again, your 5th house of love and romance and family, children, creativity, pleasure, all of that. It's really nice. But you see that there's this buildup. And now you have the sun in Aquarius, you have Pluto in Aquarius, and now you have Uranus direct. All right. So just expect the unexpected. That is all I'm going to say for now, because Uranus is going to be very active this weekend. Now, speaking of this weekend, and by the way, now, there are no planets retrograde. There are absolutely no planets retrograde. When I say currents of change, you're going to feel it, all right? Maybe even like voltages of change. Now, on Saturday, we get to Mercury conjuncting Mars, the same day Venus sextile Saturn. Did I not say this is a loaded week? This is a loaded week. Mercury conjuncting Mars is a big deal. Again, something that's going to have to do with home, your significant other, maybe moving, maybe your family, maybe your parents, maybe your children. There is something happening there. Mercury, planet of communication, logic. Start thinking about things, okay? Put things that you're thinking about into action, all right? Especially with Mars at play here. Now, Venus sextiling Saturn. Amazing. Saturn brings that stability. You're exalted in Saturn, right? So Saturn brings that stability, by the way. This is, again, what I was saying earlier. The theme of this week is really long term, okay? And so there could be something here, again, with Venus at play, being your ruling planet, being in Capricorn, in your 4th house of home and family and, just your domestic sector, the foundations of your life. There is going to be something here where you may start seeing changes and you may be adjusting to them now, and they will likely be very favorable with these aspects. Venus sextiling Saturn. Don't forget, Mars was sextiling Saturn just weeks ago, and you're still feeling that energy too. So really big thing. Now we get to the 28th. We get to Sunday, the biggest day of the month. Venus trining Jupiter. Absolutely amazing. This is huge. Okay. If there's anyone that's going to experience a lot of change this weekend, Libra, it is you. Venus, again, your ruling planet. Jupiter being in Taurus in your 8th house of transformation, death and rebirth, life cycles. Big, big, big thing here, okay? And if you're here for money, that's also other people's money. So there could be some activity around like bonuses, commissions, inheritance, investments is a big thing for you right now too, okay? Take advantage of that. This is an amazing day, okay? Amazing day. Also for love, also for money, possibly joining bank accounts with a loved one. There's so many things happening here, but it is also a really good day to go on a first date if you are single, Libra, okay? We're talking about Venus here. And Jupiter, which expands. Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, good luck. Oh my goodness, this is an absolutely amazing day because the same day, Mercury will trine Uranus, which is a big thing. But I really, really want you to focus on this Venus trine Jupiter. If there's anything that you put in your calendar, it is Venus trining Jupiter on the 28th. It is also my birthday. I have mentioned that in the past, so I'm very excited for this because this is just a really amazing day. One of the reasons why, okay, so think about this. Venus is in Capricorn, right? Jupiter is in Taurus. And on that day, the moon will be in Virgo. Very interesting, very earthy, right? All these earth signs, very grounding. So remember I said long term, this stability energy that's coming through this week for the long haul. So again, a lot of new things that could be happening for you. Now, as I was saying, Mercury will trine Uranus this day as well. Expect the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. It could be a breakthrough that you were hoping for. It could be a breakthrough that happens for you, something that is just like propelling you forward in this unexpected way. Now, the reason why this is going to be big is because the next day, now we're into Monday, but I need to include Monday because it's this trio of aspects that's just so huge. Monday. The day after Mercury trines Uranus, Mars trines Uranus. So you see how this is a powerhouse of Uranus. Again, surprises, breakthroughs, the unexpected shifts as well. But remember, these are trines. So these are auspicious aspects. So whatever surprises that happen in your favor. I mean, this is really, really big. This is, you can expect even like some of the actions you take, you may be surprising yourself. I mean, this is just a really big weekend where it is kind of like a portal or even a window to these changes happening in your life, Libra, these big changes happening in your life. And just don't forget that, this weekend, Jupiter being very active and Uranus being very active, all in your 8th house of transformation, Mercury being very active, Mars being very active, all in your 4th house of home, family, children. So it's significant, like just so much happening. So with that said, Libra, let's get to it. Okay. Let's see what's going on for you. Again, this is for Libra and Libra rising. If you want to read for your moon and your Venus, as you know, there's a really big full moon this week, if you know your birth chart. So if you want more clarity, you may want to read that. And as you know, Venus is very active as well. So Libra, with that said, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you for January 22nd to the 29th. We could even say to the 31st because there's nothing major on the 30th or the 31st. So we could say to the end of the year. But Libra, I do a traditional occultic cross spread. Really does bring the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Libra, thank you so much for being here. I love you. I know that I'm talking really fast. There's a lot going on. Okay, so let me just move this over so I can make sure that everything is working out here. Okay, cool. Libra, look at this. It's so funny. Right before I was doing your reading, I was thinking of the Knight of Cups, and I was just like, I'm pretty sure the Knight of Cups is going to come up because there's so much like relationship stuff happening for y'all too. Remember, the North Node moved into Aries and your 7th house of partnerships and relationships, which you are the native ruler of, and now you're seeing a lot of it here, which is amazing. Let's get started. You did get the King of Wands. Love this. Really pay attention to this because the King of Wands is Leo. Okay. So this is like very, very fiery. This is like all that fire inside you really building up now. I mean, we are talking about wands here, which, associated with the fire element and big card of transformation. Okay. You do see the salamander. The salamander in medieval times was the only animal that was considered to be fireproof. Speaking of fire, There you go. Okay. And, represents the Ouroboros in many aspects. And you even see the Ouroboros here, as well as the lions, right? For Leo, in his throne. Okay. There's so much fire, so much passion, almost to the point, like, I'm getting like, you can't sit still. You may be a little restless. I'm not surprised. Again, Pluto in the sun in Aquarius with all these other aspects happening, bringing a lot of energy this week. It is going to be a big week, but it seems like there is a lot that I'm getting, that things that you've worked hard for, that now that you are just like, okay, I got this. This is really great. I'm sitting in this throne, but expecting transformation too, expecting some things to change. Okay. But you can be that harbinger. Is it harbinger or harbinger? Harbinger of change. All right. You can be that person. You can be the catalyst. You can be the catalyst of that change, especially with the King of Wands coming up in your paths. But it seems like you're sitting in this really great spot. Now, you do have the Nine of Wands in the heart of your spread. And this is kind of like the theme of this week. So this is, hey, you not giving up, okay? That is just at the end of the day, that is what it is. It's like, look at you with the King of Wands here. What did I say? All that passion, all that fire inside you. You can't sit still. Now, look at him standing in front of the wands. He's gone through it. He's really gone through it, okay? You see gauze on his head. Like, he's really like, universe, you really put me through the ringer. Keep going. I can take it. You're not going to take anything away from me, okay? There is a sense of me reaching the finish line. I'm almost there. No, I'm not going to let anything take anything that I've worked hard for, anything that I'm passionate about, not going to. So there may be a little bit of that this week where you may feel like you have to like really stand your ground now, really persevere, okay? Really persevere because you can have it all, but it just seems like you are going to put in a little bit more effort. And I want you to, because you want the things that you want, right? You want to hold on to those things. Now, you did get the Ace of Swords in your challenge area. So this is a big ace. This is the biggest sword in tarot. All right. You see there's a lot of victory here, a lot of success, a lot of healing, even a lot of like peacemaking as well. A lot of truth come to light, owning truth, being honest with yourself. So with it being in your challenge area, have that breakthrough that you need. Okay. Don't resist it. Be honest with yourself about some situations that may arise this week, especially with Uranus at play. There could be some, a lot of it could be you holding on to things. Like I said, this full moon in Leo is going to be big for you. There's going to be something that you're going to have to possibly let go. It's like, there's been so much fun around this, and I've had like, I'm manifesting this and I really want this to come to fruition. But there may be something where you're just like, but it is really draining me. I think that I actually want this instead because that's where my heart is. Or do you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying any of you can't like go toward your dreams and manifest the things you want. You can. I'm just saying during the full moon in Leo, think about it. Think about some things that may be draining you, okay? Maybe draining you. It could be a friend. Remember, it's your 11th house, so it could be friend. It could be even social media could be a thing. It could be a group you belong to, organization you belong to. The cat club of Toledo, Ohio. It doesn't matter. You do you, Libra. Whatever group you belong to, there may be something where you're just like, actually being part of this group is a little exhausting. I might let it go. This was my hope to be like the chairman of this group. But again, it's going to resonate with Libras in a lot of different ways. All I'm saying is that you're going to have to come to some, face some truth at this point and be honest with yourself and be honest with others with what's happening for you this week. There's a lot of other people involved. It's almost like you're going to have to make that decision, but around possibly like people. Okay. So relationship, it could be friend, it could be like family, it could be, but there's something that just, again, have that moment of clarity. Now, interestingly, you got the Four of Cups. This is the first time the Four of Cups did come up, and this week, and I was surprised it didn't come up in others because this card is actually attributed to Moon in Cancer, believe it or not. But there is a sense of like, yeah, there is something where this card is highly associated with like boredom, and also you see. And tedium as well. But you see the ace of the hand of spirit, right? Right here. which only appears in the aces, by the way, now appearing in the Four Cups. So the only card outside of the eights is where it appears, meaning this is really big, and pay attention to this. Hand of Spirit offering him a cup. He already has 3. Look at his reaction, okay? Hey, speaking of being honest with yourself, if there's anything you have to be honest with, literally eye level. He can see this. He can see the cup, but look at his reaction, okay? Crossing off his heart, okay? And so they do say that the opposite of love isn't hate, it's apathy, right? What did I say? This card is highly associated with like boredom and tedium and just like meh. So there could be something this week where you might be in that place where it's just like, I'm not sure if this is something that I do want. Remember, that is going to be a big thing with the full moon in Leo, okay? But also now work could be a thing here, all right? Work, career, and if not, you're not for career, just your passions. There's just something where you have to really think about, okay? Because there may be a sense of you just not being happy with the current situation. And a lot of it can be just like even something that could be coming through where you feel like this may be something that I don't want to regret, right? So you have to really have that mental breakthrough this week, and have that endurance and have that perseverance, because at the end of the day, this card is all about gratitude. It's, it really is, gratitude is the highest vibration in the law of attraction, right? So gratitude is a big thing. It's something that is, it's like you being grateful for everything that you have in your life. So even if some things don't come through that you want, you don't focus on how you're not getting it. You focus on the things that you already have that you're grateful for. The fact that you have a roof over your head, the fact that you have Netflix and, Pokemon and Go or whatever it is, whatever you do, Libra, but being grateful for all the things that you have. So you raise your frequency, you raise your vibration, okay? Knowing that some people out there don't even get opportunities. So having gratitude this week may be something that you really want to embrace, and that's going to make all the difference. And it could shift the way that you think about things as well, especially if there's a lot going on in your mind. It looks like there may be, especially when it comes to partnerships and relationships with the Knight of Cups. Now, if you are not here for partnerships or relationships, whether career, whether love, whether a one-on-one like your neighbor or your mailman, it does not matter. It's what resonates with you. Again, every Libra, you're all gonna take a different message from this reading, right? You have the Knight of Cups. You have the Knight of Cups in the root of your spread, highly associated with, look at him. He's extending the cup, right? So he definitely wants to share it with somebody. This is the Knight in shining armor. This is the Mr. Romantic. So again, there is a sense of like, there could be something about that on your mind this week. Something that is really driving you as well. Something that is kind of like, the root of what's going on in your head this week and what you're really fighting for, right? Now, as I was saying, if you're not here for partnerships or relationships, whether work, career, or love, or any other capacity, all he wants to do is fill his cup at the end of the day. So it can be you and you going after the passions that you want. What's going to fulfill you emotionally? All right. So there could be this big tug of war. All right. There could be this big tug of war going on between what your head wants, what your heart wants, what you feel spiritually. But in the end, you do have the 9 of Wands. Okay. So there is that like perseverance, that resilience. Okay. Love that. Now, 2 of Swords. Hello. Hi. Very interesting, right, Libra? This is a Libra card. This is actually moon in Libra. So you even see the moon here, the sliver of the moon. Now, here's the thing. With the moon, remember what I said from the very beginning, the moon, intuition, heightened intuition. Use it now, okay? Look at what's happening here. Go within. That's going to make a lot of difference. Tapping into your intuition, listening to your inner voice, really holding on to that, okay? Your higher self, all right? Imagining that for yourself as well, like just using your intuition, your gut instincts, your gut, like going there now, okay? Even here, right? Your pineal gland, which, you have a crystal right here, by the way. But in like, No, it's more like here. But anyway, it looks like you are going to be making a decision. Okay. It looks like you are going to be making a really big decision, but you need to withdraw a little bit to make that decision. Okay. You need to withdraw a bit to make that decision because it could be pretty emotional for you. Again, this is a big week. You heard me. It's a big week. I mean, that full moon in Leo is going to be really big. All this Capricorn energy for you is going to be really big. Venus trining Jupiter with all those trines around Uranus are going to be really big. All in your eighth house, in your eighth house of transformation. Okay. So it looks like there is this new cycle. And what time? Do you want me to do it? I'll do a clarifier. Oh gosh. I'll do a clarifier for you. And then you'll be good. So you have nothing to worry about as long as you go within. Okay. I want you to go within. I want you to really take that time. Go for a walk on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. Whatever you got to do, hug a tree. Okay. Do something where you're out in nature, where you're alone. Have that moment to really process things. You make that decision, wish come true. Okay, you got the Nine of Cups. You got the Nine of Cups. I say this is the genie in a bottle energy. You see him sitting there like a genie, actually, and you see the cups aligned over his head. Okay, a lot of enlightenment here. This is a card of pure satisfaction. This is a wish coming true. And so remember, that full moon in Leo is going to be really big for you on Thursday, which is in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes. But it looks like, again, you hang in there this week. There could be, Uranus could throw a couple things at you. But again, it's really having actually that entire connection of mind, body, spirit, but really bringing in that spirit. Okay. Really trusting your intuition, making that decision. And you're good. Let's get to your stuff. Libra Nation, if you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, share, leave comments, all of that fun stuff. I actually want to hear I love hearing from y'all. Tell me what's going on, Libra. And if you're a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be here without you. I am truly grateful. I really do appreciate it. So you are freaking good, Libra. Yeah, I'm going to give you a mic drop. I'm going to give you, you just got a mic drop. This is insane. Oh my goodness. Let's just get started here. You got the Six of Cups. So yeah. Do it. Go within. Okay. Because when you do that, you tap into what, we call the inner child, right? It's the inner child. There's so much innocence there. There's so much, think about children these days, like they're so innocent. They have no ego. It's just like, letting your hair down. This is a card with, speaking of like all this activity in your fourth house, the biggest house in tarot, indicating a lot of comfort, a lot of protection, a lot, you're going to be fine. You just have to get to that spot. Okay. Right here. All right. Get there. All right. So it's also, a card of like nostalgia too. I think there's like a lot of nostalgia you may feel this week, especially because it will be kind of like an emotional week with the moon, being reactive, moon being in Cancer and then moving into Leo. Like it may be an emotional week, but it may be but again, remember, it's all leading to this like auspicious path for you because boom, you got the Four of Wands. Hello. This is a card of celebration, but this is a card of big. Here's the thing. The Four of Wands has a very, very strong connotation to your domestic life. Getting married, getting proposed to, moving in with a partner, buying a home. Okay. But it extends farther beyond that because it is Wands. So it can be getting promoted, getting a new job, starting your own business. But this coming up, next to the Four of Wands with the Nine of Cups, the Wish Come True card, you're good. You're absolutely good. You're 1000% good. Oh my goodness, you're good. This card also, by the way, is attributed to Aries. How fun is that? Because again, that's in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So you could be celebrating something with a partnership or relationship. Again, it can be work, career, it can be love, it can be with your Uber driver. It doesn't matter. It's, what you do, you, Libra. Now, Two of Pentacles. There you go. You have the Two of Swords with the Two of Pentacles. It's almost like this week, with the 9 of Wands and the heart of your spread, yes, there is going to be that, Libra, you are the sign of like balance, right? With the scale. There is going to be that sense of like, there's a little bit of imbalance in my life. I got to tweak things. I got to make things like balanced now because that's me being in my element. Okay. So really do that. All right. There again, could be some decision that may be pivotal this week for you. You got to go within. You got to go within. Go within until you're comfortable taking that blindfold off. All right. That's what you want to do. You want to be able to see things for what they are, right? See all the truth and even, knowing your truth. Now, hello, you're good. Okay. You're good. It's so funny because this has just turned out to be like one of your best readings. This is insane. With the 9 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, because a lot of it depends on the placements, right? And now the star and your final outcome. Okay? This card where the stars are aligning for you, the card full of healing and wisdom, the card where it's your hopes and wishes. The star ruled by Aquarius, by the way, which is the native ruler of the 11th house of hopes and wishes. Okay. So you see the alignment here. You see what's going on astrologically and with, that synchronicity. It's huge. Okay. A lot of strength that comes with this card is a big thing. You see all the stars are 8-pointed. So what, all right, I'll tell you. So, okay, all the cards are 8-pointed, right? And then there's 8 stars. And so that refers to the strength card, which is card 8, which is ruled by Leo. So again, this full moon is going to be very significant for you because this full moon in Leo is in your 11th house, ruled by Aquarius. So you see what's happening here, which is just really crazy. This is true kismet. But if you heard my other, like I've mentioned in numerology, 8, and then, the star is card 17, 1 7 equals 8. So 2024 is the year of 8, which is a big deal because 8 is all about prosperity and success and wealth and abundance. So you're good. You're fine. You're good. All your hopes and wishes. I mean, you got 2 cards of wishes here. Everything that you're hoping for, it seems like it's all moving in the direction that you want. Libra, you're good. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I'm excited for you. I really am. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. And remember, Aquarius does rule your 5th house, and that is going to be a big factor. So a lot of pleasure and love and romance and again, creativity, self-expression, family, children, recreation. You get it. All right. So Libra, this is amazing. I'm going to say this is one of your best, everything's coming true for you. Okay, thanks so much, Libra. I'll talk to you next. Oh, and next week I do February. The big old February forecast, and it's a very different month. All right, Libra. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.